Let's see. Hi. So Facebook is letting me do a live today. Yay. It's not often that I can come on here and do this. So the word anticipation has been coming up lately, and I know it causes anxiety for you, so I wanted to come on here and do a little tapping with you about it. So who am I? My name is Meryl. If you don't know me, I'm an accredited certified EFT practitioner, and I'm an inner child and inner critic healer. That is what I love to do for my clients. So currently, I have a 6-week program going right now that is EFT for stress relief. And we have a couple of sessions left, but I'm already marketing for the next session because people are getting incredible results from it. People are more productive, they have less anxiety. Sometimes they come on the call and their anxiety is at like a 9, and by the end of the call, it's at a 2. And even though it is a group program, I keep them fairly small so that everyone can get some individualized and personalized tapping. And, so that we focus exactly on what your issue is, right? So in the group program, we're doing group general tapping, and then I go in and see who wants some personalized help. And it's interesting because sometimes when you sign up for a program for personal development, you think that you're going in for one thing, which would be to relieve your stress, which we do, but then sometimes other things come up, like one person doesn't even come on screen live because they're afraid to be fully seen and really be vulnerable that way. So, hi, Camille. So we ended up tapping about that and helping him feel more comfortable being vulnerable. Well, I'm back today. Tomorrow, after I do this live, it could change, right? It's like they let me come on here and do one, and then I'm like banned for another week or so. So here I am. Okay, so I told you who I am, what I do, and what my offer is right now is that I have this new 6-week program coming out. It's starting the week of November 15th, Tuesday evenings and Thursdays at lunchtime. So if you work during the day and you need an evening time, it's Tuesdays from 8 to 9 p.m. This is all Eastern Standard Time because I'm in New Jersey. And then Thursdays is on lunch, or if you work from home, right? It's from 12 to 1 p.m. And you'll be guided through a general tapping session on your current stress. I'll ask you to like fill in the blanks. And then if there's time, some or all of the people do get personalized coaching and tapping during those sessions. So what am I talking about? What is tapping? If you've never heard of tapping before and you're new to me, right? EFT means emotional freedom technique, and it is tapping on your meridian points, very similar to how an acupuncturist would put needles in, but we're using our fingertips instead. And at the same time that we're tapping, we're saying psychological phrases that pertain to your issue. So I'll go through the tapping points quickly as I talk. So side of the hand, we would create a setup statement and acceptance phrase, like, even though today we're talking about anticipation, right? So even though I'm anticipating this work project, I'm honoring how I feel right now. That could just be a sample of something, right? And then we would go to the other points, top of the head, and we would say like, all this anticipation or inside the eyebrows and how it's making me feel, and it's giving me a stomach ache or whatever, right? And some people like to use both hands, right, under the eye. I typically do one. Under the nose is just one. On the chin is just one. And we tap, 10 to 20 times. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I think that at least you want to do like 10 times. I do fast tapping. Some people who have a lot of anxiety like a slower tapping. This is my favorite point, so I like to tap with both hands here. This is very connected to your nervous system. And it really helps to calm your energy and your nervous system very quickly. And then it's under the arm here, right where your breastbone meets your ribs, under the arm there. So that's the basic recipe. There are other points like rib points, finger points, and then there's techniques, clearing techniques that I use with my clients personally, which is where we go in deep and really wipe out what is keeping you from feeling fulfilled, what's keeping you from having more respect in your relationships, personally and professionally, what's keeping you from having more support in your life, what's keeping you from having more free time in your life and not overworking so much and letting go of burnout. And what's keeping you from having more love in your relationships, and what's keeping you from making more money. All of these things are what I work on with my clients. And yeah, we go pretty deep very quickly and we wipe out, and my clients have tangible results, right? Tangible results like paying clients, making more money. Sorry, people keep messaging me. Paying clients, having more money, having more respect, or their significant others or people in their family are showing up more for them, right? Instead of being aloof or just not available, right? My clients trust their intuition more because they trust themselves more. They have more confidence. Even though they feel that they're confident, they don't necessarily realize that they could be even more confident in their lives. I have some clients that suffer from emotional eating and cravings. And with one of my clients, we've really given her her choice back to being able to have the ice cream or not have the ice cream, instead of it being just an automatic, I have to have it and there's just no other choice, right? Now she has a choice on, I can have a small amount and that feels satisfied, right? Instead of having to eat the whole pint or what have you. Another one of my clients loves chocolate and didn't think that she could ever not want the chocolate. And in one session, I had her tap on eating chocolate with the chocolate itself. It's very cool how it happens and how we can retrain your brain and rewire your brain to think and react differently and behave differently. Yeah, so by the end of our session, those two people were different. One was ice cream and one was chocolate. And at the end of one session of just working on both of those things, both of them did not want the ice cream or the chocolate. First time ever in their lives that they ever felt that way before, after 50 years of loving ice cream or loving chocolate. It's so empowering to be able to have the choice, right? All right, so if there's no questions right now or anything, let's work on some anticipation. What are you anticipating in your future right now that is causing you some undue stress or anxiety? So maybe just take a moment where you're at. Were they private clients or part of the group? No, those were private. So take a moment right now, and if you can, relax in your seat, right? If you're listening to this while you're driving, don't close your eyes, of course, but just take a deep breath in wherever you're at. Right, and just think about this stress or anxiety about what you're anticipating. What are you anticipating? Is it maybe the ending of a relationship, friendship, or intimate relationship? Is it having a difficult conversation with someone? Is it, for me, I'm going through the sale of my condo and looking for a place down the shore. There's a lot of uncertainty with that, but doing EFT has really helped me to stay in alignment and focused and way more grounded than ever before in my life. Normally I'd be losing sleep in worry and overthinking and, about what I'm going through now. So this is one of the hardest things I probably have ever had to go through, with all of this uncertainty, and I'm handling it like a champ, I have to say. So what are you anticipating? And then rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. 0, there's no intensity at all towards this anticipation. And 10, it's, oh my God, crazy. It's like right here in front of you, you're feeling it. Maybe you have an increased heart rate, or something like that. I'm just checking the time. Okay. And then how would you like this situation to be? How would you rather be about the situation? Or how would you rather this situation work out? Right? How would you rather it be? You always want to have a testable goal so that you know where you're at, right? All right, so hopefully you have figured all of that out. If you're watching this, even if you're watching the replay, type #replay, and you can put this in the comments, and I'll come back to this and chat with you, especially if you have any questions. All right, so I'm just going to guide you through a few rounds and ask you to fill in the blanks for yours. You can just add your story in here, right? So even though I have this anticipation, and you'll repeat this, I acknowledge how I feel right now. All right, so you're repeating everything I say, even though it might not be exactly, words that really resonate with you. This is just a general session. And when I work with my clients, it's, laser focused on exactly their words and what they need. But to take you through a general session, just go along, right? I have all this even though I have all this anticipation, right? You're repeating it. And it's making me feel, if you know that it's connected in your body somehow, like tightness in your chest, or elevated heart rate, or tightness in your throat, or your belly, or nauseous, or headache, whatever it is, right? It's, right? Just add that in. And then say, I'm honoring how I feel right now. And even though I have this anticipation, right? Say it. And it's making me feel this way, right? If you don't know, that's fine. And then I love and accept myself anyway. All right. And then we'll go to the top of the head. Anticipation. Inside the eyebrows, all this anticipation. Just gentle tapping. Outside the eyes, all this anticipation. And I'm feeling it. You can add in where you might be feeling it, or not, that's fine. And then under the eyes, all this anticipation. And under the nose, anticipation. And on the chin, anticipation. It's in my, right? Add it in if you know. And then under the collarbone, You can do one hand. I like to do both here. And then some people do alternate tapping. I don't like that though. I like it to be succinct. All this anticipation. Take a deep breath in here through your nose. Big sigh out. And then under the arm. Doesn't matter what side. You can do both if you want that way or this way. All this anticipation. And then again, top of the head. Anticipation. Inside the eyebrows, all this anticipation. Outside the eyes, all this anticipation. And under the eyes. Anticipation in my, if it's in your body, right, fill it in. And under the nose, anticipation. And on the chin, anticipation. Under the collarbone. Deep breath in here through the nose. Big sigh out. All this anticipation in my, right, fill it in if it's in your body. And under the arm, anticipation. Okay. Just pause for a moment and just let that kind of set in. If you're new to tapping, you might feel tingling at all of the tapping points, including your fingers. You might have a little swirling of energy in your body or your head, all normal, right? It will pass. It's just moving the energy, which is what we need, right? We don't want to stay stuck in the anticipation. Because how is the anticipation affecting you, right? What is that like for you? Does it make you feel anxious, right? Then I would go to that word next, right? Even though this anticipation is making me feel anxious, I love and accept myself anyway. And that can be the next round that you do. And then you would tap all through, I'm feeling anxious. This anxiety in my throat, or this anxiety in my belly, feeling anxious, feeling anxious, feeling anxious, right? Feeling anxious. That's how you would do that under the arm, right? Some people would notice that the anticipation is fear, right? And anxiety is just a symptom of what we're feeling. So if you're doubting a situation, or if you're fearing a situation, or worrying about a situation, it's causing the anxiety, right? The anxiety is what you feel in your body. It could be fluttering, it can be tightness, right? It's expressed differently in everybody. So I would find what's the next word, right? Is it I'm fearing not making enough money? I'm fearing being rejected. I'm fearing XYZ situation just not working out, right? What is the fear? And then you would do the new setup here. All this fear is, all this fear about, right? And you would fill in the blank, but I'm acknowledging how I feel, right? You always want to do the setup, this part, the setup statement 3 times so that it sets into your subconscious. And it's only when there's a new word, right? So if you're staying on, like we started with anticipation, if you're still on anticipation and new words did not come in, then you want to stay with anticipation, right? Until that comes down. Hi, Mike. How are you? Right? Until that comes down. So that's what I have for you today. I'm hoping that this helped you. I would love to know, right? And if you need any further help, let me know. I would love to help you further in reducing your stress and way, way, way more. So if you want to join the upcoming program, right, there's again 2 options. of either evening time on Tuesdays between 8 to 9 or the Thursday time at lunch between 12 and 1. If you're interested in this and those times don't work for you, they are recorded, so you will have them forever. All right? So again, I hope this was helpful for you, and please reach out if you have any questions. So if the group setting is not going to be enough for you, then I'd love to work with you privately. So I'll also put that link in, I'll put the link in the comments for both day and evening sessions, and I'll put the link in the comments where you can schedule your free breakthrough clarity call. Because even in just the free calls, my clients, the people who I end up, I mean, so far everybody signs up with me. So I'll say, you know, my clients in their breakthrough calls have incredible awareness and insight comes through in just the free call. And then when we end up working together, I mean, it's just amazing transformations that people have. So if you're interested in healing your inner critic or healing your inner child from trauma from your past that is keeping you stuck today, I would love to help you. So I'll put the links in the comments for that. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.